I thought today we would go over some rhythm problems we've been having. I would love to see the quality of your compound meter videos improve. So, what I did was I spent all the morning class putting in notes into Finale. So, I want to see what you guys think about this. All right, so the first line here is a week at a glance 9 rhythm over 2 one talatalitas, so you can see where everything ideally should show up. Except for this is not week 9. Is it week 10? No. Is it week 8? What have I done? Wait for it. Okay, let's see what I got here. It's week 7. Week 7 at a glance video. Okay, so what I did was I took this top line here, number 5, and I put this on the top staff over your subdivision of one talatalitas to show you where everything should line up. Does that help?
Yes, very much so. Thank you.
A lot of you get a figure like one li, and you just do one li like they're 4/16 notes or something, and nothing is put in the right spot.
Thank you for taking the time to do that.
So if it helps, one li, two li. In your practicing, you can whisper where the subdivision is until you can find it. Does that make sense? So from the beginning, one lead, lot lead, one lata lead, lata lead, one ta lead, two ta lata lead, one ta lata lead, one two. Makes sense? If you want a screenshot, take it now. Don't forget to use the hashtag DocBTheory. Hey, I got a new subscriber yesterday. I'm up to 265 subscribers. Woo-hoo! Are you one of them? Don't miss out on all the fun.
I've been subscribed since week 1 of the semester.
Okay, I'm going to clear my screen if that is okay.
I got my screenshot. Thank you.
Okay, so now what I did is I put in a week, whatever week we're on. This week's week at a glance.
Week 10.
Week 10 we have 12-8. We have a 12-8 example. I put the first example of week 10 at a glance as 12-8 example against your 1 talatalitas, 2 talatalita, 3 talatalita, 4 talatalitas. Whoa. Are you with me?
As best as I can be.
Now this
Yeah,
includes
fine.
that duple in there. Yeah. One lead, two la ta lead, three and four la lead, one ta la lead, two la lead, la lead, four. Okay, so this shows exactly where your duple shows up. On the first beat of the 3 ta la ta lita, and the ta halfway through talita of the 3 ta la ta lita, 3 and lita. You with me? Now my question for you is, are you going to be able to do this on your own without me? One day I'm going to die, kids. It could be tomorrow.
That's not morbid at all.
But it's real. It's real. I can't do this for you forever. You got to learn how to do it for yourselves. And with my kids, I might be dying sooner than you think. Huh, Grace? She says. Oops. All right. You ready for Halloween?
Yeah, that on top of COVID to be over. I'm ready to have
My
normal life again.
My costume's going to be epic. Just telling
I'm
you.
excited to see it.
All right.
Are you gonna post the week 10 at a glance assignment today?
It's already up. It's already up. Pete's already got us in. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, friends with questions, messages you want to send me in the chat because you don't want to say them in front of everybody in the class. Do we feel like we're going to be all right with these? Let's practice a couple doozies from our book. Let's hop into chapter 15. I know it's way later, but that's how good we are. We're way ahead. Let's go to 15.98
What
on
page
page
would that be, Professor?
275. Actually, let's start on page 271. Let's warm up with a little Schubert. This one's not too bad. 15.87 on page 271. What can you tell me about it?
It has anacrusis.
We have anacrusis on.
Well,
What-
beat 6.
So we're going to enter with syllable.
Lee.
Lee. Good.
We're in the key of 1 sharp.
Well, we're doing rhythm, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's valid actually.
What looks scary about this example? Nothing. Good. I'm glad you're not scared. Here we go. 1 la lee 2 la lee 1 la lee 2 ta la lee 1 2 lee 1 lee 2 la lee 1 lee 1 la lee 2 ta la lee 1 2 lee 1 la lee 2 la lee 1 lee 1 lee 2 lee 1 lee 2 lee 1 ta lee 2 la lee 1 lee 1 lee 2 lee 1 lee 2 lee 1 ta lee 2 la lee 1. How'd we do?
Not bad actually.
Questions, comments, what was tricky?
Something I heard from Ben when I was getting help with chapter 4, because I was asking, it's like, oh, hey, what is, just making sure I was getting my solfege syllables right, but I also mentioned the rhythm because I needed to practice compound meter. And he said that compound meter is just a bunch of patterns that are taken and reused in spots. So you can just see these patterns and you'll just kind of memorize them or something like that. That's not exactly what he said, but it's the gist.
It is true, and if you go to your student manual, you may recall doing this. If not, there's a great video on my YouTube channel of us doing it. If you scroll like all the way to the bottom, you're going to get every single duple possibility. There's a level 1 and there's a level 2 in duple meter. True story. And we basically learned all the possibilities within the 1 ta la ta lita, 2 ta la ta lita subdivision. Every possible tie, well, not tie, but grouping of the 1 ta la ta litas are in this example. Perhaps I should make another video and extract this bit out of it. But it is there in one of our class videos. Does that help?
I'd certainly say it helps me actually.
So
Going back.
Ben is right that there are just a bunch of patterns, and once you learn them all, you just interchange them all, you're good to go. And we've done that already, so it's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Just takes a bit more practice and memorization.
Mm-hmm. Just watch my video.
Yep.
All right. Let's fast forward to 275. Page 275. Gonna look at the Mozart. 15.98. What's up with 15.98?
Again, it has an anacrusis.
Anacrusis on what beat?
Beat 6. So it'd be Li.
Good. What looks scary? We're going to skip the repeats. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right with me.
Ain't nobody
I
got
have a
time.
quick question before we start it, Professor.
Go ahead.
On the third line, where it goes to forte to piano, is that single note just its own measure, or what's going on there? 'Cause it's
Excellent
just
question. What do you all think?
an anacrusis for the
it's
next
the-
part of the piece or
yeah.
something.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. So if you look at the measure before the forte, it doesn't have 6 beats.
Oh, you're right.
So if you take the repeat, you have 5 beats. Take the repeat, your anacrusis is your beat 6. So on the second time, you got your 5 beats, and then you go to your forte measure, which is your beat 6, the anacrusis for the second half.
So then, since we're not doing the repeat, how would we do it then?
We'd go straight into the forte measure being our anacrusis for the second half, rather
we're
than
s-
going back to the beginning and doing the anacrusis for the
We're,
first
we're
half.
so we're playing the note in the rest.
No.
No.
The rest happens on beat 5.
Oh.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
kids, here's what's going on.
It's actually basically like we've already done all the repeats and we're just playing through, or done the repeat because there's only one.
We got this figure. We got this figure. And we got this rest. So this gets 1 ta la. This gets ta, li, ta. This gets 2. This gets la. And you have that 1. Forte measure, which is going to get your li. Because we're going on after the repeat. Are you with me? That's a repeat sign, not a dotted eighth. No, rest. Does that make sense to everybody? So the second time you go on, the first time you go back to your anacrusis here, which starts on li. So this li is replaced with this li on time number 2. But we're going to skip the repeat, so we're just going to go blaze right through. Cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 1 la li 2 la. Li 1 la li 2 la li la ta li 2 ta li 1 ta la ta li ta 2 la li 1 li 2 la li 1 la li 2 ta li 1 la li 2 ta li 1 rest li 2 rest li 2 ta la ta 1. That was horrible. Can we start line 3? Ready, set, go. 2 ta li ta. That should have been 1. My sorry. Here we go. 1 ta li ta 2. Li 1 li 2 la li 1 ta la ta li ta 2 la li 1 li 2 la li 1 ta la ta li ta 2 li 1 la li 2 ta li 1 la li 2 ta li. 1 rest li 2 rest li 1 ta li ta 2 rest. Not too bad, huh? So, do we have a better handle on where things should go? How that one talatalita subdivision works?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it helps just to get the extra practice in during class.
All right, let's take a look at 5.35 from Slovakia. Anybody been to Slovakia?
Cannot say that I have.
I don't think I have either. I got close.
Where is it in Europe?
Yeah. Actually, I rode a train through it. Maybe. Pretty sure.
Is it near Russia?
It is west of the Ukraine, which is west of Russia. It is north of Hungary and south of Poland. It is east of Austria, and what was Czechoslovakia was split into two. So the Czech Republic and Slovakia was the result of Czechoslovakia. So Slovakia is east of Czech Republic and Austria, north of Hungary, south of Poland, west of Ukraine. I took a train from, I think, Leipzig, Germany to Budapest, Hungary. It was an 11-hour train ride. And I went
Sounds
through.
terrible.
That was fun.
I've never really gotten the chance to go outside of California because I live in a poor family.
Well,
I mean,
start doing some fundraising, save some money. Let's do a study abroad. I did one a couple summers ago. We went to Germany and Austria. It was a lot of fun.
yeah,
We took
I did go.
7 students to the houses of Mozart and Bach and Beethoven and Schubert and
Wow.
Haydn, and we had a good time.
I'd love to go to Hungary. That's my family ancestry.
Hungary's fun. The cool thing about Hungary is that when the wall fell in 1989, I believe it was, they adopted English as their second language.
Really?
So you go to Hungary and everybody can talk to you. You can talk to everybody, I should say. You
Yeah,
go to
'cause-
Germany and they all know English, but they don't like to speak it because their English teachers are so strict on them. But they can carry on a normal conversation with you, but they don't like to do it like they do in Hungary.
Yeah, hasn't the world reached the point where almost every single country teaches English because it's just the language at this point?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the number is. All right, so let's look at this example. 5.35 from Slovakia. What is challenging with this example?
It was in that second measure, it kind of changes keys.
Does it?
Well, I was remembering from the last exercise we did, the D changes from, I think, me to sol right there. I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
not-
we're thinking about solfege at this point, not just rhythm.
Right. Rhythm's a piece of cake. It's all 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N.
Okay, cool.
What solfege syllable do we start on?
Me, I believe. Uh-oh. I better redo my videos.
Yes, you do. What key are we in?
We're in B.
You want to put money on that? How much money you want to give me? Look at our last note. What's our last note?
The G sharp.
The G sharp.
So we're in G minor.
We're in G sharp minor.
Well,
Son of a motherless goat.
yeah, exactly. You said it for me. Thank you.
Okay, so we start on what solfege syllable then?
On so?
On sol. So me re do. So me re do. All right, what's up with measure number 2?
There's a double sharp.
Ah! A double sharp. Is there anything special about that double sharp? What solfege syllable do we use for that double sharp?
I don't know, Dr. Bascom. What solfege syllable do we use?
Oh, come on, you tell me.
Do we just use?
Do.
It's not do.
It's chromatic, right?
Um,
Well, you told me the first note was sol. And the first note of measure 2 is the same note, so we're going to start on sol. And then the next line has got to be some sort of la or lay.
It's
Go ahead.
the double sharp would be T, right?
It's just T. Nothing fancy. It's just a double sharp. So we have sol, la, ti, do. Don't be scared of their stinking double sharp.
Oh, because it's usually the minor 7. So instead of te, it would just be T.
Right, we're in harmonic minor.
Harmonic minor.
Oh, okay, easy enough.
Or are we in harmonic or are we in melodic? This is melodic ascending so far. So far. Dun, dun, dun. Stay tuned. So we got sol, la, ti, do in measure 2. And then measure 3, so, so, so. What?
It's me.
May. Keep going. Measure 4.
Fa.
1, 2. Fa. So.
So. Te.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, la.
Lay.
Lay.
Lay. We got a lay. So we had la in measure 2, and in measure 4 we have a lay.
If I said enough syllables, eventually I get it.
Hey, Professor, I lost the page on the app that I'm using to read the book. What was the page again?
We're on page 78, example 5.35, and we are on the second line, and we determined that it was fa, sol, lay, so. And then second line, second measure, so, me, re, do, so, me, re, do, so, la, ti, do, just like measure 2, yes?
So are we in melodic minor?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well,
Because
sure.
that lay there is at kind of the top of that, like in measure 4.
Yeah.
It's kind of like right at the top there. So is that considered ascending or descending?
Yeah. Sure. You've got both, don't you? Yeah, I would just consider it melodic. Because in a melodic minor scale, you gotta say both la and lay and ti and te. That sounded poetic. Right? You have all 4 of those notes in melodic. And those don't belong in natural. And they don't all belong in harmonic. So yeah, I'd call it melodic. Good times in Slovakia. Let's all go.
okay, so I'm confused because I thought for the in measure 2 for the F double sharp, that would sharp it up to G sharp, so then it would be do, right?
No.
But why? I don't get it.
You thought that a F would double the F double sharp would sharp it up to G sharp?
Well, because the first sharp is F sharp, right? And then G, and G is sharped in this.
If they want a G sharp, they're going to put a G sharp. Why make it harder?
I don't get it.
If they want a G sharp, they're going to print a G sharp. If they want a G natural, they're going to have to make some kind of alteration. They can either natural a G, which would not be scale degree 7, which is what they want. Because they want raised scale degree 7, they have to raise scale degree 7, and scale degree 7 is an F sharp. So the only way to raise a sharp is to double sharp it. So instead of being F sharp, it's going to be F double sharp, which is T. Does that make sense?
So then that's A, not G sharp?
No.
I don't get it.
Let me pull up my classroom maestro.
If you're at F and you sharp it up to F sharp and sharp it up to G.
That's called a double sharp.
Okay, so then we're at G.
Correct.
Right?
You call it G, but I'm going to call it F double sharp so my theory teacher doesn't yell at me.
Okay, but G is do. That's
no,
what I don't get.
G sharp is do. You with me?
No, so then I did this whole thing wrong because I didn't do it like that.
You see my F double sharp?
Which is G.
I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on. Sorry, my fault. Your theory teacher will yell at you if you call it G. But yes, you're right. Inharmonically on the keyboard and to your ear, it is G. But you got to call it F double sharp.
Okay. So then if it's F double sharp, then it's still, how does it become, what did you say it was, sol?
So here's my G sharp melodic minor ascending scale. Here is my sol. Here's my la. Here's my ti. Here's my do. Are you with me? Davion.
I don't get it. I just,
what don't you get?
I don't know. I don't understand why it's not. So you're saying that F double sharp is a T?
It is a T. In natural minor, it would be a te. But in harmonic, we raise it, and in melodic, we raise it. And we raise it from te, which is F sharp, according to your key signature. We're raising a sharp. We're taking this F sharp, and we're sharpening it. And we have to call that some kind of F for it to be scale degree 7. Because if we call it a G, if we make it a G natural up here, that's on scale degree 1, which we cannot have. It has to be some kind of F. So we are calling it F double sharp to make it a T. Does that make sense? Do you get that
yes.
We can't call it a G? Because G is scale degree 1.
Yeah, because it's in there.
So we have to call it some kind of F. And we can't, we already have F sharp, and we're raising it one more half step, so we have to call it F double sharp. That's our only option. Make sense? What's your question? Ask me your question again.
So I'm basically reading it as it's written as the F double sharp, not a G. So that's what would make it the T.
Correct. Let me throw up on here G sharp natural minor. There's G sharp natural minor. But we don't want natural minor. We want melodic minor. So to get melodic minor from natural minor, according to my sheet in your packet, I have to raise 6 and 7
Raise
up.
6 and 7.
6 is an E, 7 is an F sharp. So 6 is going to become E sharp. F sharp has got to become F double sharp. Does that make sense? Thinking of it from a formula point of view. So that's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. We're taking natural minor and turning it into melodic minor. So then.
All right, that makes sense. Now the first measure, you said that the mi was a may, but the B is not sharp there. So how is that a may?
Because we are in minor, and the third scale degree is may. Do, re, may. You don't have to have an accidental to be may. Now, if it was B sharp, if we were in G sharp major, it would be do, re, mi, but we're not. We're in minor. So if you're a parallel kid, if we take G sharp major, we have to lower scale degree 3. We have to lower scale degree 3 to get melodic minor. And I explained that on my 3 forms of minor scale sheet in your handout as well. So we have do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, and melodic. Does that help?
Yes, but that means I did the whole thing wrong.
All right, just redo it. It's how we learn, right? I had this conversation with my daughter yesterday. We learn from our mistakes. It's okay to erase and do it again. It's not fun, and it's work, and it's time, and I get that. But we're still going to learn, right?
So I can send you another video?
Absolutely. Just attach it again.
All right, cool.
So
do I have to do the entire video series again, or can I just send you an update of that one?
Whatever.
How would you like it?
It'd be nice if I didn't have to go through all the videos. So if you can cut and paste the good parts out of your bad video with your new ones, or give me timestamps.
Okay.
You know? All right, let's sing this, shall we? First of all, before we sing this, I got to say congratulations to you all. There's 20 of you still left in the class. We started this class with like 30, 45, something like that, something crazy. The ear training classes always start huge, and kids don't make it through. So congrats that you're still here. Some of you may not pass this class this first time, and that's okay, right? But the fact that you're still here and you're still doing stuff, kudos to you. It's a hard class. It's a very hard class, and it's very much more demanding than the 1 credit you get for it.
Yeah, man, I was thinking that it should be like a 3-unit class.
Yeah, like a 6-unit class. It's insane. But
I don't think there should be 1 unit.
if you survive, welcome to being a music major. If you survive, you've done it, right? I can pull out my old transcripts. I do not have A's. I was not a solid A student, not even close. But it's not about the grade, it's about completing it and keeping going, right? Getting knocked down and getting right back up. That's my favorite football player, Walter Payton. Gets knocked down, boom, he is so fast up off of his feet. So, good job for making it as far as we made it. All right, let's sing this, and then I want to look at the other one real quick. 2, ready, go. So, me, re, do. So, me, re, do. So, la, ti, do. Repeat. So, me, re, do. So, me, re, do. So, la, ti, do. So, me, fa, sol, la, so. So, me, re, do. So, me, re, do. So, la, ti, do. All right, we can do this. Let's look at 5.41. All right, 5.41.
Okay, so the second measure, it's la ti do. So why in the first measure of the second system is it lay? That just, I don't get that.
Because we don't have an E sharp anymore. The E sharp is no longer there. The E sharp was an accidental that had to be added to measure 2. And it was not added to measure 4. So if you look at a harmonic minor scale is raised 6 and 7 going up. I'm sorry. If you look at a melodic minor scale, it is raised 6 and 7 going up and lowered going down. It's just natural minor going down. So there's melodic going up. Here's melodic going down. And we have an E natural.
My question is, how do we know if it's a melodic or whatever minor so that we know which solfege syllables to use?
You look at scale degree 6 and you look at scale degree 7. And if you have accidentals, that's a major, major clue. If you have an accidental on scale degree 6, it's been raised. If you have an accidental on scale degree 7, it's probably been raised. If you don't, like my scale on the board right now, it's just a natural minor scale. Everything's in the key signature. But if you have an accidental, major red flag, major clue. We are not a natural minor. We are either in harmonic or melodic. That's how you know. All right, I got 2 minutes. Let's get through 5.41 because I want to make sure you do this one right. 5.41, what key are we in?
D.
I love that you said D. You are totally wrong.
I think we're in B minor.
We are in B minor.
B minor, okay.
Look at the last note. It is a B.
Other than looking at the last note, what are some other factors we can look for to determine whether it's major or minor?
Look for the accidentals. If you have an accidental, you know you're either in melodic or harmonic.
Mm.
Probably. Unless it's some chromatic accidental, you're probably going to be looking at harmonic or melodic minor. And those accidentals, if they occur on scale degree 7, good shot you're in harmonic minor. If they occur on 6 and 7, good shot you're in melodic. But if it's just on 7, not on 6, you're probably in harmonic.
So
The
this
other
one,
thing, the other
this
thing
one-
to do is look at, if we put this in, so if we look at that versus that, my 3 chord when I'm in minor is my relative major. You'll notice that you share 2 common tones. So are there more B's or are there more D's? And that's not foolproof either. That can be totally not the case, but that's another good thing to look for. Pete, go ahead.
I was just looking at, so in this one, this would probably be a melodic minor because we have an A sharp and a G sharp.
Yes.
So the raised 7th and the raised 6th.
Yep. So we're going to have we have La and T. Yeah? And we start on scale degree. Three, which is
May.
May. 1, 2. May, 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 Re, Do, Ti, 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 La, Ti, Do, Re, May, Fa, Sol, La, Sol, La, So, Fa, May, Re, May, 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 Re, Do, Ti, 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 La, Ti, Do, Re, May, Fa, So, Fa, May, Re, Do. So after we did it, Pete, we're actually in melodic because we have La and Lay. If you look at the first ending, we get Lay. If you look at measure 4, we get La. So we have Lay and La. We never get Te, though. Right? Does that help?
Yes.
Have a good weekend. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Remember who you were and what you stood for. And we will see you on Monday or Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, then.
Thank you.
Good
Bye.
weekend.
Later, Dr. B.
Bye, Dr. B.
See you, Dr. Bascom. I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.